Hey everybody, this is Alex here with another review of a surfboard that I bought. I probably don't need, but I'm gonna review it anyway. This is called the Lost Rocket Redux, and it's by Matt Biolis. And I got it in Libtec. It's from the local outlet here in Santa Cruz, the O'Neill outlet. I think it was like $500, something like that, for this deck, which is a great deal, in my opinion. Oh gosh, I don't want to scrape it. Fuck. Pardon my French. Well, it's a Libtec here, so see if I can get you a good little outline. I have it in a quad, and it's a 6.2. It's 41 liters, which, you know, probably on. I mean, it's too big for me, but this is all they had, so I was okay with it. But I'll stop painting my face here, but just kind of give you a little outline of the shape, no pun intended. But this is I have it running FCS2 quad setup. I had it on a Matt Biolis thruster, and I put my fins FCS2 performance, pulled them over, and then I actually did more and more research and got these reactors in the back that are mediums, so hopefully I can do a little more progressive moves. I was just checking out the deck. I don't know if you can see down the deck. You can see how much concave there is, and you know, it's got this thing is quick. Like, I've gotten some, especially in the quad setup, this is like the board is too fast. Like, it's like almost like slipping out from underneath my feet. First ride, I ran into a guy who dropped in on me. I ran into his board, and my fin popped out. It got lodged in his rail. and I actually repaired it with epoxy back here. Where the hell is that thing? Oh yeah, you can see it. All right. Oh yeah. I repaired it with epoxy. I'm trying to like give an official review, but I just got to be myself, I guess. So yeah, dude, I love this board. It's kind of a weird shape. It's like weird as hell. It's super wide. It's about the same width as the Glydra, the Lost Glydra. Let's see, what is it? 21.5 wide, 2.8 thick, 41 liters. It's a 6.2, and I'm 6'3". They recommend doing it 2 inches below. So, I mean, or just short. Like, you can ride this as a short, like, little, you know, if you're good enough, 28 liters or whatever. So I think this is the wide, the Lost Redux wide. Gosh, I wish I could give a better review. I feel like this review kind of... Does this review suck, guys? If it sucks, comment below. Fucking generate that ad revenue. See the rail? Yeah, I don't know what much else to say. I've probably caught only like 10 waves on this board, maybe less. Maybe depends on what you count as a wave, but it's different. Yeah, it's one good. I'm a regular foot, but I got like a couple good lefts on it, but I haven't really gotten any like ripping right-handers on it yet, and that's kind of what I want to do today. But I've had all these injuries and stuff, so I'm trying to get out to 4 Mile, get out there and go be all kooky on this new freaking kook stick out here. No, I don't speak negatively, but anyway, the whole thing is the tail here is it was made like, the story is this chopped off blank, you know. It was made for this pro surfer that, you know, and they screwed up, and it was a broken blank, and they just made it into like a kind of a little, they was going to make it into a swallowtail, so you can see the little notches right here. And then he's like, no, I'll just make it into a pin. So he made it into like a pin swallow. And, you know, I haven't really gotten the feel for it yet, but it kind of locks in. It's like pretty good paddler. It's pretty, I mean, it's a really good paddler. It's still a shortboard, but it's like got a lot of foam. The Libtec does reduce the float a little bit compared to a PU or an epoxy, so that's my opinion, and I think so. It probably paddles more like a 38 liter, which is still a lot, you know, and probably more like a 36 epoxy, you know, something like that. Yeah, it's got this carbon stringer, which I don't know, you know, there's no stringer on the backside. The whole thing has this, you know, a very interesting fabric, and it's supposed to be super strong and ecologically sustainable, and it's made in the USA. And yeah, so 5-fin setup, and you know, I'm kind of starting to err more on the side of like more upright fins and more flex, just because the waves here are not super, you know, at least what I've been out on, and like they're not super requiring super stiff, you know, high performance fins, especially on a board like this, which is kind of more of a groveler, and it's not like, it's pretty wide, you know, and so a lot of people ride these shorter and they ride it on smaller, kind of more kind of like bully, like, you know, little waves that you want to keep your speed on and generate speed, and they're not like super high performance. But I've seen, I don't know if you watch the reviews online, like there's guys getting just freaking barreled over and over and over again on, like, you know, on head high waves, which I feel like this would really excel in. Probably anything over like 2 or 3 foot overhead, you might want to consider going like a little narrower and with less foam. I definitely would, especially if you're like really good surfer. But I don't know, like me, I'm intermediate, advanced. I'm not like getting barreled on a daily basis, and I would like to be, but just don't have the, I don't know. I'm just not doing that right now. I'm not in that. Wish I was. Had a lot of injuries. I'm 33 now, so this is good for. I've had shoulder surgery, and I need to have shoulder surgery on my other shoulder, so it's good to have a little more foam. This thing's gonna last forever. It's made by Biolis, and it fucking rips. I love this, how much concave there is in it. Like, I'm almost trying to think about ways of making like a twin fin, like a 8-foot twin fin with just basically like straight up like pontoons, like pontoon rails, like straight up like catamaran rails into like, you know, a large like swallowtail pontoon shaped fish or something. And I feel like this is kind of I mean, this isn't totally its own thing, but it's more like a hybrid shortboard. It's like a shortboard if you're bigger, if you're like 200 pounds, you know, it's kind of like the Big Happy. Like that was the other board I was looking at, was a Big Happy from Almeric, and the Happy Everyday, which Happy Everyday is a cool board. I think it was like a little too, it's a little not enough volume for me, I think, where I'm at and where I'm progressing to and from. So I'm coming from like mid lengths, like 7-foot boards and 6-8 boards and long boards, and I used to ride like really shitty small short boards, didn't catch any waves, and I just, you know, I got really into like, you know, more like eggs, and I'll even ride a wave storm. Don't tell anybody about that, but we're you know, we're excited. We're here. We're on the cutting edge of technology, and this is the Rocket Redux. Not the Rocket 1, 2, or 3. It's the Redux. I like to think of it as a redo because it kind of looks like that. It's a redo. And yeah, I am wearing a visor. You picked up on that. Found this on the ground. This is a fucking feel a visor, brother. Fucking feel it. Feel it. All right. This has been a little surfboard review. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.